Yo, what's the deal? You got Along with the Six Six Poet. I've got to say a lot about us. This is a really good subject. So many people believe in the government. They believe in the American system. They believe in politics. And honestly, I think that's very unfortunate. Um, Maybe just because I'm not a political person. This is my opinion. But I feel that um, there was a time when people genuinely believed in the United States because that's all they could believe in. But when you really look at it, the United States was made from uh, wrongdoing. It was made by very bad people. It was built off the backs of slaves. It was stolen. It segregates indigenous people of this land. Mexicans. They were Native Americans. But now the people who live here say, oh, you have no right to be here. Does that make sense? I don't think it does. I think from a um, human standpoint, not from an American standpoint, from a righteous standpoint, it doesn't make sense. I think politically, people are controlled. There's a land of opportunity. Come here. You can come here and you can do whatever it is that you want to do. So, yeah, you can come here, and I think when people do end up coming here, the United States gives money and funding to these different people that come here, but then at the same token, it's at a cost. These people shed away their religion, their their indigenous clothing they no longer wear, and all at the price of, well, if you want to have a successful future in here, you're going to wear a business suit. You're not going to wear your robes anymore. You're not going to practice the same religion. You're going to become a Christian. Um, so, land of opportunity, uh, ability to come here and express yourself. No, you're going to be assimilated into American culture, and you're going to be what the United States wants you to be. And I think as far as allowing yourself to be chipped, um, so that they can further scrutinize um, your location and other freedoms, you're giving up things. You sell yourself cheap, and a lot of people have. You know, it's in some cases it's what people need to do to survive, but I think a lot of people have gone above and beyond that. So when you have a lot of individuals here who look at the government and they believe in the government, you have these candidates who supposedly uh, express a Democratic view and a Republican view, or Republican and Democratic views. But aren't we supposed to be a Democratic company? Aren't we supposed to be a Democratic country? That doesn't make sense. Then why do we have Republicans? There always has to be someone bigger to control the smaller people. And I don't believe in that, but that's the way history has been. You know, powerful and the strong survive. But if this country is supposed to be such a wonderful place, why is it that we have that? I think this country is a lie. I think not everyone is represented. If we have younger people, and the younger people are the future, the younger people, a lot of us are getting through life, but the younger people still have so much to look at. What are we doing? And we're bringing people into this world. What are we doing to ensure that they have a good life here? We don't think about that. What we think about is immediate need here. Well, we need gas and we need it cheap. No, we don't. We don't need gas. What we need, honestly and truthfully, is we need mass transit. So instead of focusing and burning all this money on useless things, well, why don't we find an alternative fuel source? And when I say an alternative fuel source, I don't mean research it. I mean put it in place. I mean, let's mass transit in every city because honestly, we need it. It takes I don't know how many years to put mass transit in, and then people are saying, well, I don't want mass transit in my city. Well, it really doesn't matter what you want because in the future there's not going to be any gas. It's a non-renewable resource. So either we're going to have to find another way to fuel these vehicles, or we're going to have to build more mass transit everywhere. And I think it's really unfortunate that people can't see the bigger picture, but that is why we have a representative. That's why we have a president, so that they can educate people, ignorant people that the United States doesn't really educate. And when I say education, I mean not that bullshit piece of paper. I mean logically, you're not going to have any more gas. So even though you're comfortable, your kids and the people who come after that are not going to have that. So you need to do your part to make sure that they have a smooth transition. That one day they just don't have, like we're sitting up here and we just don't have. Because the people of yesterday didn't think about us. They cared about themselves of, oh, well, I need this money now, or you know, we don't need to have this patent right now because I need to make my money. It's selfish, and we don't think about tomorrow. So I always said, well, why can't we have a president who's 18 years old? A lot of people listen to that and they laugh. They laughed at me and they said, you know, 18-year-old doesn't have any experience. Well, what difference does it make? What type of experience a person has? They have a different type of experience. An 18-year-old knows what's happening in this time and it's relevant. All these politicians and people that get voted for, they don't know what's going on in the world. They lived outside of it because they got caught up in the politics of it. But a younger person has a direct connection with society, with what's happening. They have a genuine understanding and respect for the future because they're going to have to live in it. There's so many things that I think we're missing as a people. And we need to find a way to immediately fix those problems. I'm not saying overthrow the government, but I think somebody has to take responsibility for it, and nobody is. And so, if not, why not us? And that's just the tip of the iceberg of where I am as far as politically and should we be microchipped and who I'm voting for. I really don't think anyone who is going to get in office right now is going to do anything. Honestly, I don't feel like they're going to do anything that is going to fix the problem. They're going to get in office and they're going to do some things. But in the big spectrum, in the big picture, when I think about my friends' kids, the younger people that I deal with, they're screwed. You know, their future is totally gone. And it doesn't make any sense that we can't be responsible and do some things in our future to ensure that they have a good life. One that isn't hard, one that isn't gonna damn them, you know, as far as the job market and retirement. They're not gonna have anything like we had. So that's where I come from. I don't want to get too deep into it, but I really like you guys' law. It's really great. I think it's great that you have an opinion that doesn't just fall in line with who are you voting for. I really think that it's good that you're going into this and delving deep. That's great, guys. You keep it up. And this has been the 16 Poet, the Rebel. A lot of people ain't gonna like it, but hey, that's what it is. You know, that's real to me. And that's it. Peace, y'all.